Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for this episode 6 of the 200 horsepower challenge here on Comlands with me, Farmer Murphy. Well, time-wise, it's not very long since I left you in the last episode, and you can see our money has gone up. That is because I sold our milk, I put what manure and slurry we had into our production, and that fertilizer is sold, and I sold our mower. Because I decided we needed to upgrade our grass working equipment, largely due to pressures, honestly, here in real life, trying to get these recordings done before I'm kind of forced offline again for another 10 days. And with the setup we had, it was just taking too long. And so I decided, you know what? We're going to scrape the carpet spare and we're going to upgrade. So that's what we're going to do. Now, for mowers, now I really didn't want to use this one, although there's not as many people using it as I thought there would be. But we're going to go with this old tried and true John Deere. I've used it a fair bit. I actually wanted to use, if we go back over here, this one. And we will get that one eventually because I've not used it. 180 horsepower. Might struggle a little bit on the hills, but I wanted to give it a try. But for now, we're going to go with this one. And we'll put the light system on that. We'll buy that. And it can be configured as a mulcher, so we might keep it and use it as our mulcher down the road. And that actually is a real thing. I watched a farmer, he's a big dairy farmer, and after he uses his forage harvester on his corn crops, he goes out and attacks his fields with a couple of those batwing mowers and mulches it down. And then I found a cheap windrower. Don't think I've used this one before. I haven't used these types of windrowers much at all anyways, but this one we can color. And I think the color I found that matched our tractor the best was this. I think it was Fendt Classic. Matched our kind of faded pink color. Gray rims are fine. And we'll buy that. Oh, there they are. So let's get hooked onto the mower here first, and we'll head down and we'll finish up mowing in that area that we were working on when I left you last. Something I noticed, we actually now, sorry about the trees there guys, we now own almost right up to this road. I'll show you here as we go down. We can cut across, we're just cutting a little bit across someone else's field, but this is ours property right here. So we can take a legit shortcut, and we're not, we're just driving across our own grassland. Now this will make pretty short work of this, which is what I want. Has a pretty low horsepower requirement, so our tractor handles it no problem at all. I thought I'd be avoiding this more like a plague because I thought everybody would be using it, but not as many. I think I've actually only noticed one of the other creators using it, so it's not so bad. So this is more than twice this wide, and I think runs, yeah, 3 times as fast. Missed a little piece right here. All right. I'll just drop this here on the other side of the road where we're going to need it. I'll carry on up to the store, get the windrower down and set up, and I'll bring you back in. Well, let's see how this works. I don't think I've used this before. If I have, I don't remember it. Actually, one of the advantages of getting older and your short-term memory becomes a little weak, sometimes you get to enjoy things for the first time a second time, and you don't even realize it. Now, there are much bigger windrowers out there, but this one's relatively cheap. Has a pretty good travel speed, and long term, we're not going to do a huge amount of silage. Once we kind of get established here, I'm hoping to just make enough silage to keep our cattle going, and we'll make money in other areas. That seems to work pretty good though. When we become flush, I'm not saying that we might not upgrade this to a bigger one, but I think for the time being it seems like it's going to work just fine. Actually, there's one now that I think about it, that I've used in just personal games that I actually found quite good. Pretty pricey though, but I don't think I've used it in any series, so maybe we'll use that one on here at some point. Should be lifting it at the end of the rows, really. did I? Yeah, Mater. That was close. All right, so I'm going to carry on here. I'm going to get our bunker full. I'll get some whatever grass we can, excuse me, cut and windrowed and titted. And then I'll bring you back in when we're picking up the hay, and we'll see how much our production will hold. So we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Well, there we go. We have our bunker covered. There's 188,000 liters of grass in here. Now it's not 100% full, as you can see. I could have squeezed a bit more in. In fact, I think I could have got all the grass I had cut in here, but I did want to leave a little bit for hay. So I'm happy with that. That'll be a nice payday. We will use some of it to make some TMR again. Now our money has gone down a little bit. That's because I repaired and refueled our tractor. That took a little bit. And I bought this little beastie right here, this lizard roller. And does it work nice? I was struggling to get the silage squeezed out to the edge. This did it no problem at all, and it would have rolled that perfectly flat if I wanted to take the time. So I'll show you in the store where that is. It was under style compaction. There it is right there. Lizard farming. Only well, it cost me $1,900 because I did some custom colors. Really works well. But let's get hooked onto our pickup wagon or our loading wagon here and grab that hay I have prepared. Now I don't know if it'll be quite a there'll be quite a wagon load there, but probably close, I think. And I turn traffic back off again just because the bunker's solid when I'm working at it. I need a little space to turn around on the road. She's a little close to the road. You know what? We could probably do this in cab. I don't see why not. In our dirty cab. Come on, girl. Chugga, chugga, chugga. We'll have to get a pressure washer here one of these days so we can get this cleaned up. Be a little bit longer before we're spending money on that kind of stuff, I think. Just have to make do for a little bit longer because we need to get some equipment to take care of our field. So that's what we'll do with that silage money. Oh yeah, we should get a full wagon load, I would think, because these are the little bit shorter ones down here. Now I haven't decided yet if we'll keep this as grass up here or if we'll end up making a field. We're definitely going to have more than one arable field. It'll just all depend on how much feed our cows take, because that's one of the things I'm going to put up top is a larger cow pen. And what we're going to do up top there, that is all going to be new construction. So we're going to put more modern structures up there. I'm not going to worry about trying to match it to what's down below because it is new construction. So we'll put modern sheds and buildings up there. Excellent. That's what I was aiming for, to have at least one full load to put in. Technically, I guess we're cutting across someone else's land, but we're not going to worry about that. Just cutting the corners anyway. Now let's just take a look. I'm curious. Oh yeah, it'll definitely hold all the hay we have up there. Looks like it's about half full, so probably 50,000 liters is what it holds. I think things are going to start moving along pretty quickly now, because when we sleep through the night tomorrow, we'll have more grass ready. So that'll add some more to our bank account. Yeah, we won't have to worry about hay for a little while. what I'll do is I'll take one uh, load silage, the equivalent of one load, trailer load, and throw it in. And we'll have to pick up a couple straw bales. That should give us enough TMR for a little while, but we'll have enough hay in the feed mixer to repeat that process a couple times at least. A couple more times, I meant to say. So it should be a little while before we need to worry about hay. There we go. That way we didn't cut across other people's property. There, 43,000 liters. Yeah, and it's just about full. So we planned that just about perfect. All right. Well, I think that's going to be an episode there. So another pretty entertaining one, I think. So if you're still with me, really appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, I encourage you to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to know when other content like this lands, hit that old notification bell. But for this episode here on Comlands, Farmer Murphy signing off.